Hey everyone, welcome back to Firsthand Globetrotting. This is day 3 of my cruise on the Carnival Legend, my first cruise experience. People are always surprised when I tell them I've never cruised before, so it was finally time for me to try one out. So far we've been at sea, so most of my first 2 days were spent settling in and exploring the ship. I'll put a link to that video down below. This is another day at sea, so I'm going to spend even more time relaxing, exploring the ship, and taking advantage of some of the cruise activities that they have on board. I really wasn't expecting the boat to be rocking around this much, and it's been a little bit colder than I thought, so I haven't been able to take advantage of the pools and deck area, but overall, I'm glad I came on board to try out cruising. I started my day off at the main dining room for breakfast, and ended up with a combo that I don't think I've ever had before. Chicken Caesar salad, bacon, and hash browns. Not your typical breakfast, but I'm on vacation and can order whatever I want. As I was leaving the restaurant and walking through the main lobby, I saw Sam I Am coming in and greeting the crowd. There seems to be a Dr. Seuss theme to a lot of the cruise activities. Thing 1 and Thing 2 even made an appearance. The kids all seemed really excited. After they said hello to everyone and gave some high fives to the crowd, they handed out some noisemakers and signs and decorations and started leading everyone on a parade through the ship. I wasn't exactly sure where they were heading, but I decided to join the parade and see what was happening. We ended up in the main theater where they were having a little Dr. Seuss show, and the Cat in the Hat was up on the stage dancing around for the crowd. I stopped by my room to quickly get changed for the pool, and there was a nice little towel bunny sitting on my bed to greet me. Kind of silly, but little things like this put a smile on my face. When I got up to the pool deck, there were a lot more people than I've seen over the past few days. It seemed like hour by hour it was warming up as we got closer to the Bahamas. During the sea days, everyone is completely confined to the ship, but they do have one of the decks turned into a makeshift track that goes around the entire ship. It's a nice option to get some fresh air and stretch your legs. This area seemed a lot more quiet and secluded than the main pool area. They have some nice big blue loungers up here, away from the crowds and the music. As I was making my way around the track and got to the rear of the ship, I came to the water park area that they have on board. There are 2 big water slides back here. This one is called Green Thunder. The other one is called Twister, and you can probably guess where it gets its name from. It's definitely too cold for these now, but I'll have to come back and check them out later. If you aren't tall enough yet for the water slides, there's a little splash pad area called Splash Zone for the younger kids on the ship. I'll probably say this a lot on this trip, but while water slides and splash pads are nice on their own, there's something extra special when you turn your head and remember you're surrounded by ocean. All of these open spaces on the upper decks were a huge plus for me. Even though it wasn't perfect weather, it was so nice getting fresh air and taking in the amazing views. From the water park area, I could look down and see the adults only area below me. I was a little surprised they put the quieter adult zone so close to the water slides and splash area. I'll have to make sure to check it out later. As I kept walking, I even found a few table tennis tables up on the deck. I'm not sure how well I'd play with the wind and rocking boat. They must lose a lot of balls. When I got around to the other end of the ship, I found something that's a little more my speed on a day like today. They have a 9-hole mini golf course on deck. It was a little windy and the boat was still rocking, so I'm guessing it might be a little harder to make your putts, but this was a pretty nice feature to have on the ship. They also have a basketball court soccer field combo in the middle of the course, and this place was always packed with people every time I walked by. After I finished a few laps around the track, I headed downstairs to grab some quick lunch before exploring the ship some more. Being able to have every meal with an ocean view is a nice plus. For lunch, there are a mixture of buffet options and a few different quick-serve counters where you can order off a menu. I decided to try the deli today and ordered myself a Reuben sandwich. As I was walking around after lunch, I came to a place called the Enchanted Forest, where the walls are designed to look like trees surrounding you as you walk through the hallway. It was actually a really calm and peaceful space here. It's a little bit further away from some of the busier and more popular areas, so you can actually sit mostly alone. The only thing the Enchanted Forest leads to is a staircase up to some of the areas for teens, so there really wasn't much foot traffic back here in this part of the ship. I was a little worried that everywhere on the ship was going to be packed with people, but I like that I've been able to find these quieter areas. I decided to head back up top and see how things were looking on the pool deck. It was even busier than it was this morning. The warmer weather is definitely bringing people out. A huge change from how it was on the first day. I went back to the golf course and played a quick round of mini golf since it looked like so much fun when I walked by. It was a nice way to spend some time. One of the things they have on sea days is tea time, where they use a small part of the main dining room to host afternoon tea in case you want a more formal way to spend your time. Again, I know I've been saying this a lot, but when I signed up for this cruise, doing afternoon tea is not one of the things I would have guessed that I'd be doing. We got a cup of tea, but they also brought around a lot of little snacks like salmon on toast. There were actually a lot of snacks. I'm only showing a few, but it was almost a full meal with how many things they brought around. I like that they have little events like this during the day, since the sea days can get a little repetitive. But it was kind of weird seeing the dining room so empty before the dinner rush. As I was walking by the main theater, I noticed that they were going to have a comedy show starting pretty soon, so I decided to pop in and check it out. The comedian asked that people didn't record during the show, so I'm only showing you clips of what the empty theater looks like, but I'm a big fan of stand-up comedy, so I was excited to see this. They have some adults only shows and some all ages shows. This one was adults only, but it wasn't my favorite. Most of the jokes were kind of old and repetitive, like they've been around since the 1980s. After the comedy show ended, I mostly just sat around and relaxed in different areas of the ship until it was time for me to head back to Truffles for my dinner seating. It was another double appetizer day for me to start. I went with the crab and shrimp cake for one of them, which was really good, and then to break up my streak of seafood, I had the sweet chili marinated chicken tenders, which I also liked. For my main dish, I went with the grilled swordfish. I like fish and seafood, but swordfish is something that I very rarely order. But I'm on the ocean, so it was calling me. Just like last night, partway through the dinner service, the servers put on some costumes, hopped up on tables, and started dancing to the music. It still kind of surprises me that while they're giving this amazing restaurant service, they have to pause and start entertaining, but the crowd loved it. And since we're probably passing by the coast of Florida right now, I thought a key lime pie would be a fitting choice for dessert. You're probably noticing a pattern with these sea days. After dinner, I headed to Foley's to catch another of their signature shows. The one tonight has a Motown theme. The boat is a lot calmer now than it's been the first few days, so they're going to be doing their full performance tonight with all of the singing and dancing and props and everything. They even did a little crowd work before the show started, getting some people from the audience to come up and dance with them on stage. It was nice getting to see the full show tonight. The songs were good last night, and the performers did a great job considering the circumstances, but getting to see the complete show with all of the elements is definitely a step up. Just like last night, most of the songs are from before my time, so I wasn't familiar with a lot of them, but I definitely recognized a few of them either from the originals or songs that I've heard covered or sampled before. If I wasn't on a boat and taking advantage of the nightly entertainment, I don't think some of these shows are the type that would normally get my attention, but it's really nice to have them as options so I can try out some shows that I normally wouldn't see. So far, I've been really impressed with all of the performers. I'm not exactly an expert, so I'm probably easily impressed, but it can't be easy to learn the singing and dancing and choreography for all of these shows, plus everything else that they have to do on the ship during the day. It's gotta be hard work. After the show ended, I went up to the pool deck to get some fresh air. The weather is starting to feel really good now, even at night, so we must be nearly in the Bahamas. Other than relaxing on the pool deck, the rest of my night wasn't very interesting. Just grabbed myself a big glass of ice water and headed back to my room. Tomorrow is my first port day and I'm really excited for that, so I want to get up early to get ready. This wraps up day 3 of my cruise on the Carnival Legend and the second part of my video about this trip. But don't worry, I have a lot more left to show you. I'm going to be exploring the capital of the Bahamas, going to a private island, kayaking through mangroves, seeing some amazing beaches, and spending even more time exploring the Carnival Legend. I'll put links to my other videos from this trip down below. I'm really excited about the next few days where I get to stop at some ports and get off the ship. I've been having a great time on the cruise, even though it's been cold and the ship's been rocking a lot, but switching things up with a few port days is going to be great. This will be my first time setting foot on the Bahamas. It should be fun. If you have any questions about anything I've done so far, ask me in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see what I'm up to now, I'm firsthand Globetrotting on Instagram. Follow me on there. And don't forget, it's an incredible world out there, so pick up your passport and do some firsthand globetrotting of your own.